Hey guys, welcome to Planning with Crystal. Today's unboxing is the Cult Beauty Sun Edits for 2025. We have unboxed these for the last couple of years, so we're going to have a look at what's in the 2025 version. I have both of them. I have got the Set for Sun Edit and the Go for Glow Edit. So I bought these myself, and in the video we're going to unbox them all. We're going to have a look what's in here, what size is it, what's it worth, what does it do, what are my thoughts on it, etc. So we're going to start off with the Set for Sun Edit. So it's got a slipcover like this, and then just a plain box underneath. So this one cost me £40 and is worth £175. There's a whole host of things in here. The first thing I see is this, which is a Cult Beauty fan. Cult Fan Club. I actually sell this on the website for £10. They keep doing this, creating new Cult Beauty branded things, but actually it might be helpful for setting your makeup, or if it's actually hot enough to need to fan yourself this summer. So on to the actual products in here. The first thing I see is from the Inky List. It is their Polyglutamic Acid Dewy Sunscreen SPF 30. And this is a 50ml size or 1.7 fluid ounce. It retails for £15, so not a bad price point. The Inky List is pretty affordable. I already have this in my collection, and I'm going to show you what it looks like. So this is what the sunscreen looks like. I find it needs a little bit of working in to get it to sink into the skin. I personally don't like the kind of scent of this. It's almost got like an alcohol kind of scent to it, which is noticeable when you're applying it. And I find if you get this anywhere near your eyes, it makes your eyes sting and run. Well, it does with mine anyway, so it kind of puts me off a little bit. It leaves a nice enough finish on the skin. However, what I would say is if you use the amount of sunscreen that they tell you to have the proper protection, it can make your skin a little bit kind of sticky and greasy. So it's like it kind of looks nice if you put a little bit on, but that's probably not going to give you the sun protection you need. So it's not one of my favourite sunscreens, but that's one of the ones we get in here. And then from Glow Recipe we get the Watermelon Glow Niacinamide Dew Balm SPF 30. This is a stick. It retails for £27. And this is quite clever. Again, I already have this and I have thoughts. So it comes in a stick like this, and it has this like protector thing on. And then it's kind of like a gel kind of texture. You can probably see this has got probably bits of whatever was on my skin when I applied it, because this is a good kind of top up SPF. So you just kind of rub it onto your skin like this. So it's really good as, like I said, a top up. The only thing about it is you do still need to kind of rub it into the skin, because it just sort of sits on the skin. It doesn't sink in well on its own. So if you're, you know, out and about on the beach, what have you, and you're applying this, you're still going to need to kind of rub it in. But it is handy, and it does leave a nice kind of finish on the skin. And if you do use it like all over your skin before makeup, makeup does seem to sit quite well on top of it as well. So it is a good one, and I like that it's in like a different kind of formulation. I love a good top-up sunscreen. From Supergoop, we get Glow Screen. This is in the original version. It's a full-size 50ml worth £36.50. It's enriched with a hydrating cocktail of plumping hyaluronic acid, moisturising vitamin B5 and antioxidant-rich sea lavender. It's a sunscreen primer hybrid that leaves the skin feeling protected, soft and comfortable all day long. I'm not the biggest fan actually of the Supergoop primers, because I think for me, my aim with sunscreen is that it doesn't look like I'm wearing it. I don't particularly want a really kind of shiny face, and I find that the Supergoop ones kind of make my face a little bit shiny. So it's not really a sunscreen I gravitate towards, but I am glad that it is the original version, because they do some tinted versions which obviously wouldn't suit all skin tones. And this is SPF 30 as well, so it's only a 30. The Polyglutamic Acid, also a 30, and the Glow Recipe is an SPF 30. So do bear that in mind. It's not super high protection, although probably enough for April in the UK right now. Then from Laneige, we get the Hydro UV Defense Sunscreen. This is in a travel size. Designed to protect your complexion in more ways than one, this formula creates a barrier between both UVA and UVB rays. Its bouncy, moisture-rich texture keeps skin feeling plump and supple. So this retails for £13 because it is a travel size. Now this is one I am excited to try because I've not tried it before, and I do really like products by Laneige, so I am hopeful this will be good. Seems like it needs a bit of working into the skin. But my hand feels quite smooth and it looks like it has kind of sunk in at least. It doesn't really have any scent either, which is basically my preference with these things. So yeah, 20ml or 0.67 fluid ounce on that one. Then we have the Elmis Pro Collagen Marine Cream. This is the SPF 30 version, which I think most of us prefer this version because it has then got a little bit of SPF in it as well. This is the 15ml travel size, which retails for £37, so it is a good size for travel. Infused with a powerful blend of antioxidants and Mediterranean algae, this hydrating moisturiser helps nurture a firmer looking complexion while improving the appearance of fine lines. This one for me falls more in the category of a really good moisturiser that happens to have SPF in it. I do still tend to put SPF on top of a moisturiser with it in, because depending on how much moisturiser you're applying is whether you're actually getting SPF 30 or, you know, SPF 10, depending on how thick a layer of moisturiser you're putting on, because I don't put that much moisturiser on, so I tend to top it off just to be on the safe side. Then we get a product from Ultrasun. I really like Ultrasun. Ultrasun Face SPF 50+. This is a 25ml size, which retails for £13. It's packed with nourishing ectoin, which is like the new ingredient that's supposed to be really good for hydrating and for sensitive skin, squalane, and GSPT, which is a complex that defends against free radical activity. This multi-use sunscreen doubles as a rich moisturiser. So before sunscreen became a big thing, so when we were just getting, I don't know, whatever sunscreens, rather than it being as much choice and all about skincare and stuff as it is now, Ultrasun was the kind of SPF brand that I really liked and sort of found, and it was because a lot of sunscreens I find, and I include in body sunscreens with this, because I have quite sensitive skin, they would cause like a rash, they'd make me itch, they just weren't very pleasant. So I find with Ultrasun, this is what it looks like by the way, it sinks in quite nice. So this is one I tend to use as a facial SPF on holiday. This is a face version. They do a body version, and obviously you could put a face SPF on your body if you wanted to, but this one is just a really good staple SPF. It's one of those you put it on and it does seem to last all day, as they claim. Obviously topping up if you've been in the sun a lot, or if you're in the sea or the water or what have you, but it seems to work really well. I've never ever burnt with this SPF. I've never had breakouts or clogged pores. I've never had irritation. So it is a really good staple SPF. And I do like these little ones because they're great for popping in your bag for when you're out and about and you want to top up your sunscreen. And then the final one in this edit, before we jump into the other one, is by Philip Kingsley. This one is actually a hair treatment called Swim Cap. It's their water-resistant hair mask. It's 100ml, it's worth £24. It's designed for swimmers, sun seekers, or those who live in hot climates. It's a protective mask that shields your hair from dryness and both shine with moisture-locking castor oil and fatty acid-rich olive oil. So with this one, they recommend that you apply it in sections to damp hair, comb it through, leave it on to guard against the effects of sun and water while swimming and sunbathing, and then rinse and double shampoo. Now I've got fine hair, so I need to sort of quadruple shampoo to get this out of my hair. So it does seem to work well, it does seem to protect my hair well, it does seem to moisturise the hair well, but it is a faff and a half to get it out of your hair afterwards. So a part of me thinks, yes, it's good to protect my hair, but I don't know if this is the best for fine hair because, like I said, it's so difficult to get out that I think it can't necessarily be good for me to have to wash my hair that many times to get it out. If you think about when your hair gets wet and it gets damaged and repeat washing it and repeat rubbing your scalp, and I don't know, I just sometimes wonder if it's ideal. Anyway, that was the Set the Sun edit. Let's jump into the other one. So this is the Go for Glow edit. This one was £45. For some reason this one says Cult Beauty on it. Some of the boxes do, some of them don't. I don't know, maybe they're just using up old boxes. Although actually, the Cult Beauty used to be in a different part of the box, so I don't know. So this one is worth over £245. As I said, I paid £45 for it, and we get 7 products to do a quick adding up then. So the first product we have is from Glow Recipe, another Glow Recipe product. This one is a different product, however. It is their Watermelon Glow Niacinamide Hue Drops in Sun Glow. They're a full size, 40ml, worth £32. It's a tinted serum that's got niacinamide to even out your skin tone and minimise the appearance of pores over time, while depositing a sun-kissed wash of colour across your complexion. So it's a very similar serum to the one in the pink bottle, except this one has got a little bit more colour to it. Okay, I've pumped a little bit too much of this out. This isn't something I reach for a lot because I'm quite pale I feel like it can add a little bit too much kind of colour. Maybe if I ever get a tan, maybe it'll work better. Or maybe if I just put a little bit less on. So I have to be quite careful how much of this I apply. And like I said, not a good demonstration because that's clearly way too much. But it gives you an idea of what happens when you apply too much. And then the most expensive product in either of the edits is by Dr. Levy. And it is the Pigment Control Drops. This is not in a box, it is just loose. I don't know if it comes in a box normally actually if you were to buy it, or if it's just like this normally. So this is the Pigment Control Drops, full size, 30ml. This retails for £110, which is an awful lot. It says made to minimise the look of dark spots. This tone evening formula is infused with 5% niacinamide, 2% transandemic acid and 3% stabilised vitamin C. It helps to visibly brighten skin over time. It just says to apply 3 drops as pre-serum after cleansing and follow with the booster serum, or you can add 3 drops to your booster serum. So it depends if you want it to be intensive or progressive. So this is one that I have wanted to try because it does get good reviews, so we'll see how brightening it is. I'm going to wait until I've finished using my current vitamin C and then switch this in and see how it does. Then from Sol de Janeiro, we've got the Brazilian Boom Boom Body Scrub. We've had this before in various goodie bags and possibly edits as well. So I've used this before. It smells like, which one is it? Cheirosa 62, the traditional, original Brazilian Boom Boom cream scent. This is a nice body scrub. It's nothing too exciting, it's just a body scrub that smells just like that. So if you want that kind of scent while you're using a body scrub, obviously it's a good option for that. This one, we get a 20g size in the edit. A full size would be 220ml for £39, making this worth £3.54 price per ml. So not a big value, but kind of nice for a summery type edit. This is inspired by the sumptuous golden sands of Rio. This rich scrub boasts an ultrafine texture made up of sugar crystals and crushed cupuaçu seeds to buff away dead skin cells and boost circulation. I hope I said that right. Cupuaçu. Cupuaçu. I have no idea. I wish they had little phonetic spellings next to things. Things would be much easier. Next, from Avene, we have got CRYSTALSPH, I think is how you say it. So this is the Intensive Skin Restoration Serum. It's a 10ml size. A full size will be 30ml for £36.95, making this worth £12.31 price per ml. This gets good reviews for helping people when their skin reacts, particularly to things like treatments, you know, like maybe a retinol or a skin peel or something like that. People have said in the reviews I've read that putting a few drops of this on really helps to calm it down. It's described as a supportive serum designed to hydrate, nourish and soothe skin while also protecting your delicate barrier from future damage thanks to the blend of the brands Avene Thermal Spring Water and Provitamin B5. So I mean, it might be a nice one to just kind of keep around for when your skin is struggling. Another exciting product in the edit is from Medicate. This one is the Radiance Vitamin C. It's a full size 50ml worth £59. Perfect for all skin types, the lightweight silky cream blends antioxidant rich vitamin C and E with SPF 30 to nourish, protect and brighten your complexion for plumping results. So when I get to the end of my current moisturiser, I'm intending to switch in and use this one. I do like the idea that it's also got the SPF. Like I said, I'll put my own SPF on top. I mean, I've certainly got enough SPF, haven't I? But I like the fact that it's got like vitamin C and stuff in there as well, and vitamin E. It sounds like it's a bit of an easier pop that on top of your serum and you don't need to do too much more, if you know what I mean. There's a couple of other minis in here from Sunday Riley. This is the CEO Glow and Turmeric Face Oil in a 10ml deluxe size. A full size with a 35ml for £68, making this worth £19.42. Powered by an advanced vitamin C, also known as 5-THD ascorbate, this non-greasy, brightening staple reduces the appearance of dark spots and firms the look of fine lines and wrinkles. I quite like this. I quite like the feel of it as well. So it is an oil, but it's like a dry oil, so it doesn't make your face feel greasy or anything like that. So I do actually quite like that. And then from Way, we have got their body cream in the best scent that they do, Scent Bars. This is the gorgeous kind of coconutty scent. It says, whisking you away to the sunlit beaches of its namesake. This glow-giving formula is infused with nourishing cupuaçu butter, that word again, coconut oil, and the tropical scent of this scent Bart's fragrance boasting notes of dragon fruit, orange blossom, tuberose and musk. A full size would be 212 gram for £34, making this 30ml size worth £4.81. It does smell heavenly though. So this one is a bit of a different edit from the other one, and I feel like I need to mention, at the time of making the video, the Set for Sun edit, the one I showed you first, was still available, but the Go for Glow edit, the one I've just unboxed, sold out really quickly. It sold out, I think, within a few hours of going on sale. It seemed fairly quick. I know a few of you messaged me and said you'd not managed to get it, and that's the frustrating thing with these edits. It's happened to me as well, where you think, I can't wait for this edit, you put yourself on the wait list, and then by the time you see the email or the message or what have you, it's gone. I do post about them, but I get that even with that, it depends on the day, doesn't it? It's like, if you're busy with something, I know it myself, I've missed these edits many times as well, so rather frustrating. So I'm assuming there wasn't many of these units available. I have no idea. I'm just a customer like you. I'm just surmising based on the fact that it seemed to go really quickly. But anyway, there we are. Everything will be linked in the description box if you do want to check it out in any more detail. I have £5 off if you are new to Cult Beauty, and a whole bunch of other discount codes if you want to do a bit of beauty shopping. So I really hope you've enjoyed watching the video. I'd love it if you give it a thumbs up. It lets me know you're enjoying the content I'm producing. And I'd love it if you subscribe to the channel and click the notification bell to be notified when my next video goes live. Thank you so much for watching. Bye guys.